In the last video, we learned about the point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. M is the slope of your line, and x1, y1 are the values of a point on that line. We're going to go a little bit further on this one. Given 2 points on a line, write the point slope form of the line with the second point given. So what this is saying is that at the very minimum, we have to know the slope, and we have to have at least 1 point. We're not given the slope here, but we were given in the previous lesson the formula to find slope. That formula is the difference in your y values divided by the difference in your x values. So let's jump right into this first example and see if we can find our slope. We have 2 points. I've labeled them x1, y1, x2, y2. To find our slope, we're going to take our second y value, subtract our first y value, our second x value, subtract, but in this case add because it's negative, our first x value. That'll give me negative 4 over 8, which reduces to negative 1/2. That's the slope of my line. The directions then say to use the second point in my equation. So let's put that into our point slope equation, which is this one right here. So we're going to use this as our our second point as our y1 and our x1 in this equation. And it honestly doesn't matter which point you use. I would pick this point though, because it's got a 2, a 0, a positive, and a 0. This one has a negative number, which could be problematic. We're going to do y minus our y value from our point, which is 0. And that's going to equal our slope, negative 1/2, times x minus our x value, which was 2. Now, we could clean this up a little bit since we do have a 0 here. We could just simplify this as y equals negative 1/2 times x minus 2. You could keep simplifying that just a little bit more to get it in slope-intercept form, but our directions didn't ask us to do that, so we won't. I'd like you to try to find the slope of example 7 here. See if you can find the slope between those 2 points. Were you able to get negative 1 for your slope? If you didn't, then please take a look at how I found that and make sure you understand how to do it on your own. Next, let's use the second point in our point slope equation. This will give me y minus 1, that's my y value, equals our slope, negative 1, times x minus 10. And we are done with this one. On our next page, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to find an equation from a graph. Now, we did this in the last lesson with our slope-intercept form, but look at all of these graphs. If I wanted to find the y-intercept here, it's very difficult to tell exactly what that number is, which is why it's nice to have this other form. And the same thing happens on all of the examples. It's very difficult to see what that y-intercept is. So that's why it's important to have this other formula, this point slope form, which we've given you at the top of the page here. So remember, the 2 things that you need to find are a point and the slope. Now, the directions here say we're going to write 2 possible equations for the line in point slope form with the given points. So I'll do the first 2 with you, and we'll see how you can do on the third example on your own. The first thing I need to find is my slope. So just like I did before, I'm going to find my rise from that point and my run, which is negative 3. So my rise here is 2 over negative 3, and I can just simply write that as negative 2/3. Now my points are given here. I just have to figure out what the point is. So the x value of this point right here is negative 1, and the y value is negative 3. The other point is negative 4 is the x value, and negative 1 is the y value. We're going to write two equations. So the first time I'm going to use this negative 1, negative 3, and I'm going to put that into my point slope formula. So you can see I've got my y plus 3, and that came from the minus 3 in the point, and then my slope, my x plus 1, was given from the x in that value. For the second point, it's going to look like this. I'm going to take this point and use this for my x and my y value. So I get y minus 1, so that's going to become a plus 1, equals the slope, negative 2/3. X, it's minus 4, so that's going to become a plus 4. Now, these two equations are actually equivalent equations because they represent the same line, just at two different points. I'm going to show you, I believe in the next one, how those equations are actually equivalent. Let's go a little bit faster with this one. My rise here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my run is 1, 2, 3, 4. And my slope then is 5 over 4. My first point is right here, and the value of that point is negative 2, negative 1. Let's put that into our equation. Y plus 1 equals 5/4 times x plus 2, and it's positives because they started as negative values, and it's always the opposite. The next example is this point right here. So that point is 2 and it's 4. So 2, 4, that makes the equation y minus 4 equals 5/4 times x minus 2. For example 10, I'd like you to do some of the work. What is the slope for example 10? Hopefully you found a slope of negative 3. Now the 2 points that are given here, it looks like this first one is 1, 2. That's this point here. And our second point is 2, negative 1. So if I use that first point, 1, 2, what's the point slope equation for that? You should get y minus 2 equals negative 3x minus 1. Now, for this one, I've been promising to show you why these are equal. I'm going to go ahead and distribute that negative 3 and get negative 3x plus 3. And if I add the 2 to both sides, on this one, I end up with a slope-intercept form of y equals negative 3x plus 5. Let's try to write an equation for my second point, which is this one. And I'm just going to do that for you. So we get y plus 1 equals negative 3 times x minus 2. Once again, if I distribute that negative 3, I'm going to get y plus 1 equals negative 3x plus 6. When I subtract the 1 from both sides, I end up with y equals negative 3x plus 5. And notice these two equations are the same, and that proves that it doesn't matter which point I select to put in my point slope form, the final result will always be the same.